Welcome back everyone to Final Fantasy XIV Online. We are heading out with Roselore Serafina, who has a shiny new unicorn and a chicken. Right. Okay, and we were here. Why were we here? Because we're not concentrating. Right. We need to see Mioun down in New Gridania. We also need to see Raya Osana at Camp Tranquil. And we have a few of those to do. I just want to have a quick look at my Okay, we're down at 17 out of 30. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to move all of my job quests out of my quest queue. And the only way to do that is by doing the jobs until I finish the last quest. Levs of Hawthorne, Levs of Quarry Mill, we probably should do those. Once we get down to Lev quests, we'll see what they are. Treasures and Tribulations, what's that? I have retrieved the treasure and I need to deliver the tattered coin purse and shattered bottle to Ealdwine. That was a long time ago, wasn't it? Hawthorne, Quarry Mill, Secret of the White Lily. Yes, we definitely have to go and see Mioun. Alrighty. Let us advance our story quests. So what we're going to do is we're going to advance our story quests. We are going to work on, we need our teleportation. Beep. Down to New Gridania. We're going to work on working through our story quests so that once we hit the level 60, we're not capped because we've been able to move into the next area. If we cap out the character class we're using, we're going to go back to another character class and we're going to work through that, or we might start working through that. Mioun is this way earlier. It's nice and quiet this morning. The madness of the seasonal festivities has died down, and we're heading into that season where everyone's just returning to work in the new year. Bit like us. Here we go. Mother Mioun. Good morning to you, Roselore. By your grim expression, I suspect you aren't here for scones and herb tea. No, I've got this button. Well, isn't this a lovely little button? The engraving is quite exquisite. Artisan level quality, I would say. Where did you say you found this? On a dead body. Lovely. Anyway, I'm afraid I do not recognize the lily sigil. You'll have to find the answer the old-fashioned way, by asking around. You could do worse than beginning with Bernadette over by the Aetheryte Plaza. She has a sharp pair of eyes, that one. Right, don't try and keep secrets from Bernadette. Or if you do, keep the secrets well away from Bernadette. Because, yes, people will go to her for information. And Mother Mioun will find out. Anything you don't want Mother to know, yes, keep away from Bernadette. Need help tracking down the owner of a button? That's certainly not a request I receive on a regular basis. Well, go on then. Show me what you have. I have this button. Seems to be some manner of decorative button, reminiscent of those worn by the families of old, though I cannot claim to know its sigil. However, I can say with certainty that the white lily is a recurring theme in Gridanian culture. Also, I do not know who'd make a personal sigil of it. If there's a soul in Gridania who does, it would be Sanguled over at the Lancers Guild. That woman makes a point of knowing all the citizens on a full-name basis. Sanguled, you say? Lancers Guild. Well, rather than go for a run, let's take the Aetheryte through the Ethernet to the Lancers Guild. Boom. Right, Lancers Guild. I know I'm reading the chat box. Often do. I like seeing what goes on around me. See how the other players are. Bernadette believes that I can help you. Well, that is a rather bold assumption to make. I will try to assist, never you fear, but whether aught comes of it is another matter. Now then, what do you require of me? I have this button. Fascinating. Work of this quality is rarely seen in the hands of ordinary Gridanians. The owner of this button is most certainly well-to-do. You may wish to take your search to the Gentry's ward, northwest of here. Wait, a memory comes to me. Of late, there was a man who's perpetually seated at the bench by the ward's entrance. His name is Ursendel, and I distinctly recall seeing a markedly similar button upon the breast of his jacket. I dare say he can tell you a thing or two about it. Well, let's go find Ursendel then. Ah, he seems to be this way. Dress to harvest. That would be my Qiqirn. These gates are to remain closed until further notice. If you wish to venture outside the walls, you can ride the ferry from West Shore Pier, south of the Lancers Guild. Ah, you're a friendly chap, but I guess you're just doing your job. Alrighty, let's go. Roselore, Serfina, let us go. It's alright, I'm trying to work out what I'm seeing. This is the path I was looking for. Ursendel. Hey, how are you doing? I do not believe we are acquainted. Pray leave me to my thoughts. I would, but you see, I have this button. The sigil of the Dartancourt family. How is it that you came to be in possession of this button? From the body of a murdered woman? Her face? Was it marred in any way? I had feared as much. I can no longer feign ignorance. I shall reveal to you the truth of the deaths, but on one condition. You promise to put an end to my lady's madness and free her from her torment. Okay. Skeletons in her closet. Ursendel has a confession to make regarding the mysterious murders. I was once a manservant in the employ of one of the oldest and proudest families in Gridania, the Dartancourt. During that time, I had the honour of waiting upon Lady Amandine, mistress of the household. Fair as summer was she, and possessed of a heart befitting her radiance. Alas, the calamity wrought a great change in her. Though my lady escaped with her life, death may well have been a kind of fate. Never will I forget the day her bandages were removed and she beheld her disfigured face for the first time. At that moment, the kindly woman I knew ceased to be. Unable to bear the thought of being seen, my lady sequestered herself within her chambers and refused all company. This continued for many uneasy moons, until one day, without warning, she began receiving queer guests. None among us knew whence they came, these masked men, but my lady believed that they would help her regain that which she had lost. So began the rites of rejuvenation. These rituals seemed innocent enough in the beginning, but grew ever more grotesque as time went by. Eventually there came a day when my lady bound one of her handmaidens to her bed and proceeded to mutilate the poor girl's face. Suffice it to say, she did not survive the ordeal, and it fell to me to dispose of her body. I performed the dreadful task as bade, obedient servant that I was, but when the time came to return to the house, my legs refused to move. I knew then that I could not go back to that place, not after the nightmare I had witnessed. So it was that I left Haukke Manor, my home for nigh on half a century. Long did I weep for the girl who was slain, and longer still for the woman that Lady Amandine had been. Yet one cannot weep for ever, and I endeavoured to put the matter behind me. My lady's madness must be ended, lest more innocent lives be lost. Lay her tormented soul to rest as you swore to me you would. She awaits you at the Haukke Manor on the western edge of the central shroud. Go now. Go and do what must be done. Ooh, well. Haukke Manor. And we need to speak to Raya Osena as well. Alright, well, why don't we go and seek entrance into Haukke Manor? For which we'll grab the map. We'll check out the nearest ether shard. Or etherite, sorry. And we will head out, I'm just going to duck into my free company and wave hello. Right, and now I better get back to it. Who's that? Wow, someone much more powerful than me. Let's head off to Haukke Manor. I know, we could indeed. What level am I? 42. We might get through that next section without having to fight too many monsters. We could indeed ride the chicken. Or the unicorn if I put the unicorn in here. We'll just ride the chicken. Come on, chicken. Go Fluffy. Alright. So we have... Actually, this is not a bad one. I can't remember if I can do it with a bunch of NPCs, but I think I actually... Whoops. I actually have to queue for it. Is this a fate? How can I resist? We have 8 minutes 50 to deal damage to these birds. Uh-oh, they don't like us. And I'm dreaming. It can be a little hard to we are such a level above. Whoops, I didn't move in time. There should be another one down here. Oh. Where's it gone? There it is. Nothing like a little bit of leveling on the way up the log. Excellent. I'm sure I saw a... Oh, well, there's one. As you can see, we're almost halfway through the... Oops. Don't be like that. The thing, we are way overpowered for this now. You'll also notice down in that bottom left that Fluffy is gaining experience points, which is what we want Fluffy to do. However, we're not going to be earning too much toward the Bosom Buddy achievement because these opponents are so far beneath our level. Yes, you can fall off the log, just watch how you're dodging. These are also a good way to, if you've just logged in like I have, they're a great way to refamiliarize with your abilities and the abilities of the class you happen to be using that day. And to get your head back around making sure you check what you're auto-targeting. So a lot of the damage we're seeing now, Fluffy is contributing, and this is good for Fluffy's leveling. And again, pretty sure, oh, we did. Wow, I must have gotten hurt in that last one. That's okay. We'll regenerate some points, some health points. Clearly I did not dodge when I should have. And I need better gear. This next quest should actually help us with that. Where's Fluffy? Come on, bird, let's go for a run. Alrighty, off to Haukke Manor. Now I could follow the thing, but we'll find that Haukke Manor is easier to get to if you just come away from there and you take a hang left. I'm just trying to remember, I'm pretty sure it's down this way. Although it may not matter which way. When you're flying, you can just fly towards that little shield. Okay, level 31 Stroper, level 42 character, we should be okay. Ditto with the lightning shards. Come through here with anything less than level 41 and you may have a fight on your hands. Floating Eye, not bad. Best be Haukke Manor. I can't remember if it's the first dungeon you get to. The Manor Gate. Haukke Manor is now accessible. A new regular duty has been added to Duty Finder and Support, which means we could do it with a party of NPCs or with a party of other players. But I know, I'm sure I saw 2 Lalafell just vanish into the ground. Oh my gosh. So this is what it would look like with a party of NPCs. Why don't we see how busy it is this morning and see if there's any chance of running it with other players. So this time what we're going to do, instead of going to leveling, we're actually just going to go to Haukke Manor. And we're going to join it. Alright, less than 5 minutes. We'll see how that works. Do I have anything in my hunting log that needs to be taken care of? I do. Mandragoras in the East Shroud Honey Yard and Qiqirn beaters in the South Shroud Upper Paths. Alright, so the South Shroud is where Raya Osana is. Why don't we go there? South Shroud, Raya Osana. Raya Osana is normally found in Camp Tranquil, as opposed to Follygord, not Follygord, Quarry Mill. Okay. So yeah, we could go straight into Haukke Manor, and if you actually want to map Haukke Manor, that's probably one of the best ways to do it, because you can take your time and go into every room, which is what you need to do to map it. Where are they? They're down there, aren't they? But what we'll do is we'll talk to Raya Osana, and then we'll go and see if we can find some Mandragora. I'm pretty sure there was a way of finding the I forgot. Of finding the Mandragora on a map by using your hunting log. And do you think I can remember how to do it? Oh, I know. We're going to need Fluffy's help for this. Come here, Fluffy. I'm not even sure we can do it with... Actually, there's probably... No, it's alright. We'll be fine. Just got to run up and jump. There we go. Bit like that other quest. Raya Osana. So we've got no one coming into the party, so we'll give it a little bit. Thank you for coming, adventurer. Forgive my brother's rudeness. He cannot help that he was born with a head of solid stone. Anyways, I do not believe we've been properly introduced. I'm Raya Osana, a Pajal, as you can see, and sister of the elder Seed Seer. You are Roselore, yes? Brother Isumi has spoken of you, and most highly at that. As you no doubt have heard, my brother Arun and I were en route to the Guardian Tree. There the Great One, by whose grace we dwell here, resides. The gentlest of guardians when at peace, a destructive force that knows no bounds when angered. As the Great One goes, so goes our fate. The creatures you helped us dispatch, doubtless they too were roused to the hostility by the Great One in his anger. You need only look around you to see. The forest grows more and more threatening with each passing hour. So it is that we travelled here to quell the Great One's fury, to perform the quieting. In days of old the ritual was, without fail, performed by 3 white mages. With our elder sister occupied with her many duties, my brother and I thought to attempt it on our own. Arun was quite confident, but I had my doubts. It was then that you arrived, and shortly thereafter became one of the chosen few to be gifted with a white mage's soul crystal. 'Tis no small honour that gem marks you as an inheritor of the magic of our ancestors. My brother's pride may blind him, but the signs are clear as day to me. You are not Pajal, but Artawakant, meant for you to be here today to perform the ritual with us. Artawakant is known to all as one of the greatest mages in our history, but ever more so he was known for being something of an eccentric. In defiance of tradition, he bid farewell to his forest home, wandering the realm and healing the wounds of the land with its people wheresoever he went. A most admirable cause, yes, but alas, our tower was never to return. He perished in a far-off land, and having taken no apprentices, his legendary powers were lost to us for eternity. Or so I believed, until I met you. And yet, for all his stubbornness, there's some truth to my brother's words. Ancient laws forbid us from sharing the teachings of white magic outside our own kind. There are reasons for this, which I would share with you when the time is right. There are many who would not approve of this arrangement. Still, I am convinced that it is our tower's will that we bring you into the fold, and so I welcome you, Roselore of the White. I can feel the Great One's fury welling up even now. Time is short, and yet, while you may have been chosen by our tower, I fear your journey as a white mage has just begun. Return to me when you have further honed your skills, and we shall proceed with your training. Seer Folly. We get our Soul Stone and a new spell. White Mage unlocked. Uh-oh. Alright. The arcane knowledge of our tower cant awakens within you. The next White Mage quest will be available from Raya Osena upon reaching level 35. Now here we hit a dilemma. Having just become a White Mage, I signed up into the Duty Finder as a Conjurer. Once I become a White Mage, I'll need to either change that or just change back to Conjurer in order to continue. Alright, it's 5:32. The average wait time is less than 5 minutes. I'm a healer. I think it might be better to just withdraw from the Duty Finder. Boom. Withdraw. And let's just get into our White Mage gear. Now, to become a White Mage, you need to go C for character. You need to click on Soul Crystal. And you need to right click and equip. You'll notice that up here you've become a White Mage. I'm going to transfer all my hotbar settings. So we'll hit transfer. You've got to hold it down. I always forget. There we go. And then we're going to hit recommended gear. We are currently fortunate enough to be wearing that. Our gear is 30. We're level 42. The Haukke Manor duty is level 28, so we should be alright for that. There, we're done. And we need to update our... Now before we update our gear set, let us go to gear set. We're going to add, because if we update it now, we actually change our conjuring in there. We now have White Mage. I'm going to grab it, right click and, left click and drag, go to Conjurer. I'm going to put my White Mage next to Conjurer so I know that I've done the advanced class for that one. Whew. We added the gear set so it automatically updated. We're good. Now if we go back to Conjurer, we're fine. This doesn't need to update anymore. And flick over into White Mage. Just be careful of your health. And we're there. You'll also notice we've unlocked our next quest with Raya Osena. Let's go for a little run through Haukke Manor first, I think. Oh, no, alright. Raya Osena, and then we'll go and we'll look for these Mandragora. Raya Osena would teach you to commune with the elementals. Ah, Roselore, looking evermore the White Mage, I see, and yet I fear you're as ready to perform the quieting as a Chocobo chick is to carry a wood whaler clad in full plate. Oh, great. But take heart, for we all must begin somewhere. Today I would teach you the art of communing with the elementals. This is, by any measure, the very foundation of our art, the means by which we preserve harmony between the forest and our people. Not far from Sorrel Haven you shall find a tree, a mere sapling in the shadow of the guardian tree, but one that has likewise been consumed by anger and fear. I would ask you to placate this tree. The process is quite simple. Stand before the tree and raise your hands. Commune with the elementals that reside within and attune yourself to them until your feelings are in absolute harmony. Be forewarned, however, an angry elemental can be as stubborn as my dear brother. Do not be surprised if you find your honest plea rebuffed and foul creatures sent to drive you from the forest. No matter what happens, you must remain calm. Dispatch the creatures, settle your heart, and speak to the tree once more. If your heart is true, your voice will reach the elemental ere long. Remember this, Roselore. Under no circumstances must you allow your anger and fear to overcome you. As practitioners of white magic, the magic of succor and solace, such emotions are anathema to our very existence. Well, fine. Alright, now before we head off to Sorrel Haven, I know, I'm just seeing if there was another way up. No, there's not really. We need to find Mandragoras, and I really want to see if there was a way of locating them in my hunting log. Alright, it just says, it does tell me where, but I was sure there was a way to bring up a map. What's that do? No. Oh, well, that would be handy. Let's just go to show incomplete. There we go. Oh, wait a minute. So East Shroud, the honey yard, and I can't seem to... Alright, so there doesn't seem to be any way to bring that up. Radio. East Shroud, the honey yard. East Shroud, the honey yard. South Shroud, the upper paths. I know where they are. Let's go get those Qiqirn beaters while we're here. Alright, so on the map, we are going from Camp Tranquil up to, I think it's that red dot there. Boscaron's Scar. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's where we need to go. So let's go find out. I like to, if I can, get most of my quests and missions and hunting logs and things all done in one area. You'll also remember that our Chocobo disappeared, and that's because his salad ran out. So we are going to go. That was a fate I just rode past. Count yourself lucky. We're going to go this way. Before we start any trouble with these things, we'll just toddle over here. Alright, on our map, yes, Boscaron's Scar. Let's just jump off the Chocobo. Let us summon the Chocobo with Geisel Greens. Speaking of feeding our faces, spell speed, let's eat that. I always forget to eat, but that gives us a 3% boost in XP as well. And I guess seeing as we're ranged, we might as well take advantage of that. I don't think I can get them from here. I'm probably going to have to deal with them from here. And he's already asked for help, so, yeah. Don't stand there. I know. I think we only needed to pick on 3 of them. Yeah. Alrighty. So they all should disappear. Brilliant. Oh, do we level? Yes, because we've got 118,000 XP or something like that. 11,800. Bit of a difference. Rightio. What's next in our hunting log? Goblin hunters in East Shroud, the Honey Yard, and Mandragoras in East Shroud, the Honey Yard. That would be not Bentbranch, but the other place. The lodge, the thing. Hawthorne Hut. There we go. We're going to clean out this particular entry. Boom. Grab our Chocobo. The honey yard, I think, is in the opposite direction. It's this way. I think. 9 Ivies. Honey yard. Yes. No, that's not a bit of a drop. I think that just leads me around in a circle. I'm going to have to come out. Oh no, I was lost. Where am I going? Roselore, what are you doing? Oh, I know. Going through this tunnel here. We were looking for goblins and we're back to where we started. What are you thinking? Yeah, we want to swing that way. I went in the opposite direction to where I needed to go. That's my very bad. Alright. Were they up? There, by that campfire. Ah, here we are. Alright, on the map, your goblin conjurers are over here. Sorry, your goblins are over here. Alright, just gonna hop off the chicken. Give Fluffy some free rein. He's already called for help, so we're going to get attacked by a couple of things. Don't stand where they're throwing bombs, it's not healthy. What am I attacking? I know, Fluffy's getting good, isn't he? We need... Oh, a hunting log entry for Goblin Conjurer is complete. Radio. Let's go find some Mandragoras. Now, these things I don't actually know where they are. So we're going to have to... We did come across them though, didn't we? Which means they're probably this way. Oh, here they are. On the map. So the goblins are here. And the Mandragora are here. Rightio. And we need to take out a couple of them. Let's just jump off Fluffy. Pick on a Mandragora. They are way below our level. That's why they're calling in so many reinforcements. How many do we need? 3. Well, that was nice of him to volunteer. Difficulty rank unlocked. 20,000 XP and yes. Alright, new hunting log. Upper Seer, East Shroud the Bramble Patch while we're here. Someone's doing their initial training. Sounds like a lancer actually. East Shroud the Bramble Patch, so we want glowflies, diseased treants, and then we start to get to Thanalan. Alright. Glowflies and diseased treants. Come on, Fluffy. I know, you'd think I knew my way around this wood by now, but I really don't. We'll get there. Alright, diseased treants should be in the next patch over. There they are. And again, we're such a high level, they're calling for help. So, probably, oh, that's a bat this time. The black bat. Doot. Alrighty. How many of these do I need? 3. Radio. Two. Let's go. Oh, whoop. Might as well get that then while we're here, because it's not going to leave us alone. It's very unimpressed. We killed the Treant, it was protecting. There we go. That one's got a friend as well. Of course it does. Alrighty. We could now see if Haukke Manor is up just while we're messing around with hunting logs. That's probably not a bad way to do it. Duty finder. Our selection is still the same, so we're going to join that. Radio. We'll just wait for a bit. like I said, there's a party of NPCs. We could advance that quest without any problems. We need glowflies, which means we need this log up here. Where is it? All right. Looks like the auto-targeter is just fine as long as the thing that you want to target next is attacking you. How many do we need? 3. Yeah. All right. One more. One more. Oh no. Alright, so we're at 13,800. I'm not sure our poor little Fluffy is actually getting any XP for any of this, but that's okay. Rightio. The next thing we needed on our hunting log. Okay, Upper Lanacea, Western Thanaland, Western Thanaland. Let's just do everything. South Shroud, Upper Paths. Those two are relatively close together. We'll get those. We'll go to Quarry Mill for them. Boom. I mean, the other way to work out what's closer is when you go into here, it says South Shroud, Silent Arbor. So you just go to M for map. And if we weren't already in South Shroud, you'll be able to find where the Silent Arbor was and the nearest Etherite. So we need to get 3 stags and 3 bark efts. Now the bark efts are in a little cavern, and we'll probably be able to find the stags on the way. So let's go. Well, speak of little angels. That one has friends as well. You know what? We should run through the palace again. See what it's like to do with a conjurer. I know, yes, it is because I know there is a quest later on that requires me to have done the first 50 levels. Wait, no, we've done all of that. Very well then. Yep, hunting log for antelope stags is complete. We just need bark efts, and for that we might as well grab Fluffy. Come on, Fluffs, let's go. Hangar. Left as we go through Buscaron Strothers. Go past the Antelope Doe, look for a cabin on our left. There's our bark eft. Alrighty. Oh, a fate? Sirocco, a giant antelope. Well, let's see if we can irritate Sirocco. We're level synced. Target is not in range. I know, right? We're a high enough level that the bark efts are going to leave us alone. Uh-oh, this could be interesting. And I didn't set my... Oh. Also joining the fate 30 seconds or 20 seconds or whatever off when it was about to finish. Not my best ever plan. We do need a little bit more than that. Let's get out of that range. How many of these do we need? 3. Take no more than we need, or no more than is necessary, because I think that one called help. Yep. Alright, that's our hunting log entry for these things complete. Fluffy's really getting into it, isn't he? What else have we got left? Stone shells. Diseased treants, lead goblins. Okay. Thanalan. South Shroud. Wait. South Shroud, Silent Arbor. I know where they are. Man, I wish I'd read that earlier. We're going to have to backtrack a little bit. That's alright. Well, let's go. Alright, 14 minutes 55 for this fate. Okay, no, I'm going to actually focus on my hunting log. I know some of you are breathing a sigh of relief. And some of you are very disappointed. Oh man, I know. But we also miss out on the company seals by not doing it. So that's also sad. Across the bridge. The goblins have this camp not far from the caves. And this is where we'll find our next hunting log target. Here we go. And they're probably going to call for help as well. Line of sight is essential. Woo. And he brought friends, of course he did. How many do we need? 3. Alright, so we're probably going to end up murderating 4. Let's just find another one. Goblin's meat. I'm really jumping the gun on the timing at the moment. Alright, anything else in South Shroud that we need to know about? Central Shroud. Sorrel Haven. Actually, that's up near Haukke Manor. We should go do that. Let's go. We're going to need Bentbranch. And our chicken. What did you guys call it? Someone called it a battle chicken once. That was hilarious. Alright. Grab the battle chicken and away we go. So as you can see, there are some times of day and times of year that are just not as good as others for getting your party dungeons done. But this one, technically, I've got no excuse to whine because I can do it with a party of NPCs. It does not take that long, and had I not waited, I could have finished it already. Yeah, other days you'll just push that button and you'll be mushrooms rafter. It'll be right there. Rude. Now I'm poisoned, I think. Yeah, Fluffy's poisoned. How many do I need? 3 of them. These are not gill buns. They're not medicinal. Lightning swamp as well. Radio. I know, what was that? Dreaming. Alrighty, we did take down that last thing, hopefully. Let's join. What are we? We're a white mage. We're good. We've got this. This is Haukke Manor. Oh, this is the first time you guys have seen it, maybe? Alrighty. There you go. We need to also change to party chat. They're going to leave me behind again. They always do. Oh no, party. Wave hello. Start sprinting because I've left them behind. Find my tank. Where's my sprint? Right. Oh, where are they? Ah! I'm sorry guys, I lost you. Alright, tank will have them. Let's get our tank healed. Let's get our tank healed. And we want 2, not 1. Alright, that's a little close. I might have to just be a little bit more on the ball with this tank. And I think we might control 6 and just start regenerating MP so we're not behind. Switch to tank. Okay. So I am very distracted. Let's get back into it, guys. What am I doing? No mitts, just all aggro. Okay, the key is being taken care of. Has my tank stopped running yet? No. Come back. Alright, they normally stop about here. Let's give her some healing. Too sweet. There we go. And again. And some small healing. Man, I should have just stuck with the bigger healing. Two. Pretend to be a DPS for a couple of seconds. Go back to healing. Check my MP. Go with 1 on the healing again. Where's my tank? Come back. Alrighty. Alright, we've got a single opponent, so we should be able to contribute a little bit to the battle, but keep an eye on our tank as well. We're outside the range of that, so we should be fine. It's nice if you're in range to do it. Just keeping an eye on these guys as well, so they don't Looks like the wind is off as well. So we want to try and keep that permanent damage happening. Tank is okay. Kick open the treasure coffer. And then go follow the tank. Hit need on that. Hit. Leave that one. Alright, straight over the edge. Straight out of the battle thing. Grab that tiny key. Keep half an eye on my tank while I do it. I think someone already did. Looks like my tank is in trouble again, and I don't think anyone picked up that key. Oh, for God's sake. What? 2. And 2. It's all very well and good to pick things up, but if your tank is out of range and they die, you're going to be a very sad panda, so better to have to go back. Did we need that key, guys? Oh, I think we may have. Oops. I know, my bad. Oh, no, 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 I cannot heal you if you are down there. Come back. Come back. I'm going to have to raise them again. My equals. And then get ready with it too. Where are you? There you are. Don't. Oh my god. Yeah. There's the yellow key. Okay, we didn't need that one. Let's go with this and try and keep the skulls off. Go with this and try and keep her healed. Switch back to a skeleton. Okay, we have the key. We need to find the bloody parchment. Yellow key for the carnation door. Alrighty, let's go. And again. Okay, stop dreaming. Keep your eye on the tank. And your eye on the monk as well. The guys that get in close are in the most danger. Okay, we got that. Open the chest, jump into the ethereal flow. It's good. I've now run enough of these that I kind of know where I'm at, but it took a good 10 or 20 to get anywhere near it. Where is my tank? Right. There, now they're easier to find. An eye on the tank and the others. We are slowly getting there. cutscene into Haukke Manor. Oh no, that giggle. The white hole will be sealed off in 15 seconds. Skip the rest of the cutscene and let's go. I know, they're not waiting. Alrighty, we just need to keep an eye on this. Tab and 2. Yeah, the wind is on. Look the other way. Tab and 2. Check our tank. No, she's fine. Tab and 2. So 2 is my Cure 2 spell. If you're wondering what that tab and 2 is, it's like, sorry, tab, and the tab is to retarget onto Lady Amandine. Oh no, I didn't turn away in time. Okay, tab control 2. Put wind on to give permanent. We might just top up our tank. And we might... There we go, they're good. Yes. Alright, commendations for... Well, it looks like Sumi. Oh, whoa. And they all left before I could... Thanks, guys. Before I could run away and leave them with the treasure. Right. Ah, the end of the cutscene. Darkness has taken root within these halls, sprung from the most unlikely of seeds. One cannot help but admire the irrepressible spirit that quickened it to life. Uh-oh. Oh, that can't be good. They look like Asians. It's a pleasure to meet you at last, adventurer. You are every bit as intriguing as our master gave us to believe. It is no ordinary mortal who can acquire 1 crystal of light, much less 3. The crystals make you strong, and it is to that strength that the light is drawn. Hydaelyn chose well. A pity that your existence is irreconcilable with our own. We cannot well allow you to continue upon your present course. Oh, alas, we came here not to play, but to take the measure of your strength for Master La Habrea. That task now accomplished, we take our leave of you. Okay. How unfair. Fare you well, bringer of light. Roselore's like, I'm not sure I like their attitude. It's okay, Ros. I'm not sure I like their attitude either. But guys, on that moment, that end, we might, before we head out, just check our gear to see if we got anything we needed. Nothing we needed in that run. It's a shame. Next episode, we'll let me just have a look at something. Actually, we'll extract our materia now as well. Just grab that. So I need the top one. Extract that materia from the plungered earrings. And that one. Because they're white when you can extract your materia. Once you've got that skill, you do need to do the adventure to unlock it. Alrighty, and then now I guess we'll right click, select meld. Alrighty, we don't have any more melding spots. No worries. I have over melded on a couple of them. We could play with that, but not today. Today, I'm going to bid you adieu. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit like. If you want to see more, please hit subscribe. And I'll check you later. Take care out there. Oh, and if you want to see a specific class played next, because we're at level 45 for Roselore for the White Mage, so we're going to have to flip to another class. Please let me know in the comments. But on that note, I'll leave you. Take care.